Despite traumatic injuries, she still wags her tail. And even with the loss of her lower jaw, it doesn't stop her from giving out kisses. Sophia the dog came to Baltimore's BARCS animal shelter with those extensive injuries. She is one of dozens of animals that are surrendered to the shelter every day. And Lisa came in here today. She's the director of operations at BARCS. Has it ever been this bad? How many dogs have been dropped off at BARCS in the last 24, 48 hours?
So we average about 30 to 35 animals a day, and we have had 56 in the past 24 hours come into the shelter.
56 dogs?
Mm-hmm. 50, it's dogs and cats. We've had 56, and we've had 32 of them have been dogs.
I don't know if you can see at home. Sophia's here, shaking, nervous as heck, huh?
Yes, a little scared.
You're in a better place now, my friend.
Yes.
Tell me what happened here. The animal control picked her up?
So a Good Samaritan called animal control and said that there was an injured dog at the 2100 block of Jefferson Avenue, and animal control went and found Sophia. They brought her in, and she required immediate care at one of our vet partners, Anne Arundel Medical Center. They're an awesome vet. They did emergency surgery on her to try and save as much of her jaw area as they could, pull as much skin back as possible. And she came back to BARCS today, and she'll need at least 3 other surgeries to just try and repair to where she can even somewhat have a normal life and eat hard food. And
oh, look, can we get a shot? Look at this, look at this.
Yes.
Let's just stay with that all day. How, as working at BARCS, to see these dogs and cats come in, abused like you wouldn't believe, what does that do to you?
It's heartbreaking. Everyone at BARCS has seen the worst of the worst, and it never stops shocking us and surprising us, and it's so upsetting constantly. There's definitely some disconnect with educating, starting with children, about being kind to animals, because the amount of abuse that we see come in, it's amazing. It's really heartbreaking. And it's a lot of times younger children. We've had 10, 11, 12-year-olds who have kicked animals, set them on fire, and there's just no care for them. What's the future for Sophia? Sophia is currently going back to my house to be my foster dog, as if no one saw that coming. Yeah. But she has quite a road to recovery. Like I said, she needs multiple surgeries still to repair the wounds. How old is she? She's about 3 years old. 3 years old, just like that. Yes. Hey, you got off to a rough start, but guess what? Look, she can't take her eyes off the in focus. Look at that behind. What's the word to everybody here in our city? What's the word to stop the nonsense? If you see something happening that doesn't look right, call animal control, call 311. If you see an animal actively being abused, call 911. Speak up about it, because it doesn't end well for the animals, and they don't have a voice. Hey, I want you to talk about animal control. They've really stepped it up, though, in the city, have they not? They have. They've really, I mean, they're going out constantly and getting these animals that they're looking into every single abuse and neglect case. And, you know, we never have space at the shelter, but we all the time would much rather see an animal that's being abused or neglected come into the shelter instead of staying in a bad position. So they're doing a phenomenal job bringing in animals that need our help. Great. Lisa, thank you. Sophia, if you lick my face, I'll take you home. All right, there you go. We have more information about the dogs that BARCS has helped, and a link to their Facebook page where you can see success stories and find out how to help. You can find it all right now waiting for you at abc2news.com.